Intuition, gut feelings, using the third eye. This spirit information is filtered through our human bodies. However, some bits and pieces of spirit information get left behind. Welcome to Unfiltered. DeEtte Ranae is an unfiltered psychic medium and here to give you messages from spirit with no holds barred. DeEtte Ranae says it as she receives it. And here is your host of Unfiltered, DeEtte Ranae.
Hello, everybody. This is DeEtte here on Unfiltered with DeEtte Ranae, and I am here doing readings tonight. How is everybody doing? I'm actually just trying to copy and share this everywhere right now. Just because, you know what, people seem to like it when I copy and share, but this really is a show that we're going to do a bunch of readings on. So I do readings for 1 hour, saying hi, how you doing? You know, bring your questions, comments, concerns. Please do me a favor, though. I am not doing mediumship readings tonight. Medium is being loved ones from the other side, but I sure would love to talk to you about questions about your regular life, every day that's going on with you, that type of a thing. So, sorry, I'm like in the midst of doing everything. Hello, Tim. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. I had to like move my page over because as I'm literally copying and pasting. I have my whole screen blocked, so I can't see people until I literally jump on and go, hey. So I only have a couple more places to do this. So I want you guys to tell me, hi, how you doing? Where are you coming from? What city? What state? I don't know, what dimension, whatever it is. We're trying to get back into the swing of things again here, guys, only because of, remember I was off for that month? I was off for that month, and it was almost like I disappeared off the face of the earth, and people stopped coming in to say, hey, how you doing? So I kind of need y'all to start coming back and saying, hey, how you doing? And we will answer all those questions for you. Okay, I do use my abilities along with oracle card decks. Why? Because it's just fun. It's just fun. Let me see. Hello, Diana. Hello, my dear. I've got one more place I want to put this at, and then I will be all engaging with everybody. What have you guys been up to lately? I haven't seen you for a few days. I see we do have at least 5 people watching tonight, but I've only got 2 people have said, hey, how you doing? So let's put that over here now. Oh my gosh, out of the way. Hello, 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 Diana. How are you doing? I'm doing great, honestly. I'm really doing great, darling. You know what? Life is busy. And every time I think it's not busy, it gets busier. Life just keeps getting busier and busier and busier. And it's so much fun, isn't it? Life is a ball. Life really is a ball. You know, how is everybody else doing? Come on in, say hi, how you doing? You know, hello. Oh my gosh, Elise, I haven't seen you in forever, it feels like. How's you doing? How is everybody doing? So let's start tonight rolling with, let's pull 5 cards just for the week for everybody, you know. Just a general for anybody that's out there listening, just while you're starting to get your brain together, my brain together, whichever it is. I mean, it is later. It's a Tuesday evening, but it's still kind of like Monday. We're still all kind of tired, aren't we? I'm going from there trying to figure out life. Hello, Miss. Oh my God, Corey, I've not even seen your name in forever, darling. I miss you. Miss you. So I'm going to do what I love to call 5 card stud, everybody, which is really just pulling out 5 cards. And we will start it that way, kind of while everybody's kind of warming up to their questions. And because nobody ever wants to be that first person, do they? Nobody ever really wants to be that first person. So I'm going to pull 5 different cards. You can pick either card number 1, card number 2. You can pick all 5, whatever you want to do. You can take the whole bunch as one reading, but it really is just kind of something to go over for the next week with, okay? So let's go from there. You'll take a card. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. So right off the bat, I'm going to do this, and then I got something in the private chat that we're going to do right after the 5 card stud. We are going to do a poll for somebody, and then that'll get everything rolling for everybody. How's that sound? You know, I've been out running around doing errands and everything all day today. So, oh my God, we got 2 cards right off the bat. Let's pick our 3rd, our 4th, and our 5th. Oh my God, these are beautiful cards, guys. These are beautiful cards. Okay, so card number 1, if you pick card number 1, it is be gentle with yourself. God, this is so hard, isn't it? On a day-to-day basis, I think everybody is so incredibly hard on ourselves. We don't seem to just be able to sit back and go, oh, be nice to ourselves. Because I'll tell you what, this tells me if you pick card number 1, you've been really kind of rough on yourself. You've been thinking about, maybe saying statements like, I'm so dumb, or I can't do this, or oh my God, I'm not cut out for this, all those types of things. And it's really time. This card is telling you to stop. Realize that you really are the bomb, that you can do anything. And you know what? I always tell everybody, you're a rock star. You need to say it until you believe it. Okay. So with this being said, start being a little bit more gentle. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself some positive affirmations. Okay. Card number 2 is the higher ground card. Okay. I do love this card. The reason I love this card is you look at this. This flower is attached way down there to the earth. Way down there to the earth. What I love about this is it to me is like kind of like a double meaning type card. One, it's higher ground, it's moving up. You know what? You're looking to something higher up, further up, more spiritual, more closer to the divine. But at the same time, I tell so many people we need to ground, and you have to think about a tree. You can only get as high as those roots are deep. So the further you are grounded, the higher you're going to go up, and the clear messages are going to come for you. So even if you're looking at spirit, yourself, you don't always need a psychic or a medium to go and get those answers for you. All those answers really are from within, or you can go to your guides yourself and grab them. But again, you have to ground yourself to get there. So the deeper you go on the grounding, the higher you're going to get with those answers. Number 3, pause. Oh my God, what an amazing card. I love the pause card. Why? Because it just needs to take a break. Take a moment. Sit back, relax, and go woosa. Just woosa. You know what? We are always living in this world of run, 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 run. Okay. And when we're doing that, we're really not taking time to think. We're not taking time to breathe. Okay. So if you pick card number 3, it is really time for you to just sit back, relax, and just woosa it. Okay. Allow information to come to you. Allow yourself to just kind of be in the moment, really being in that moment. Beautiful. I'm glad for that, Miss Corey. But it's about being in the moment, taking that time to realize everything around you. Okay. Before you take those next steps forward. Card number 4, celebrate your differences. This is always a hard one. Why? Because we never want to look at those things. And when we do look at those things, we tend to look at those things in negative ways. In my world, I am teaching people psychic mediumship development. And the one thing I hear all the time is, oh my God, she's better than me. I don't get my information that way, blah, 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 all the time. And I will tell you what, there's no right, wrong, or indifferent way of doing anything. So you're different. So you're not, comparable in your mind to somebody else. Does not mean that you're not a rock star, and does not mean that you are equally as beautiful as somebody else on every level. It doesn't matter if you're different or not. Okay. So start celebrating the difference between you. Hello, Miss Jess. It does not matter if you are different from somebody else. It does not matter if you feel they might be better. It's okay, because you're better in something different. Okay, so celebrate you being you and celebrate them being them. Last one for the 5 is inner truths. Inner truths. I love this card. This card is a deep-seated type thing. So you are going within for your answers. So you know what? If you picked card number 5, you are going within. You are looking inside for what it is you need. Okay. When you see this, I mean, if you look at this as if, what inside of you is a huge old cavern, you're just looking around, but look at all those outward possibilities. There's holes and windows and doors. Oh my, everything is going on. So trust me, the answers are within. And if you notice, there's no wrong way of getting out. Every out leads to the same place, doesn't it? And that's okay. So card number 1 was be nice to yourself, be gentle to yourself. Number 2 was make sure you get to higher ground. It is, connecting higher above. Number 3 is that pause, which is just taking a moment, being in the present. Now, card number 4 was celebrating your differences because you know what? If we weren't all different in every way, shape, or form, this place would really be boring. And number 5 was that inner truth because, guys, it really is the only way you're going to find those answers. Now, Tim, before I go to you, I'm going to pull a card for somebody that private messaged me, okay, that said, I'll take a card. So I'm going to do that one first, and then I'm going to come to you, Sir Tim. Going to come to you, Sir Tim. Thank you. Wow, which is really strange because for the person that asks, I always look at you as a very calm, cool, collected type of person. For whatever reason, you're shutting down your throat. You're not necessarily speaking everything. You're kind of closing up, and I'm hearing in my head. Just feels like a lot of frustration going on. I honestly don't feel like you're expressing this on the outward journey too much. I think this is just all inside. So, you know what? I'm going to tell you, you are a person that needs to find a sounds weird, but a creative outlet or a way for you to allow frustrations to exit you a little easier. Okay. Just allow you because I feel like you might be stifled a little bit. And I don't even know why. I just feel like you might be a little bit stifled. I think that outward expression will help a little bit. So I love this. So open your heart to joy there, sir. Open your heart to joy. I like this aspect because it does go on exactly what it was saying. I'm feeling frustration. I'm feeling like inside of me. I don't think those are the things you necessarily allow yourself to feel, or I should say express, allow yourself to express. And when that happens, you start to cut off that world of joy from yourself. You start to cut off the passions. Okay. So things start becoming a work versus a passion when that happens. Okay. Um, so please please take a moment, learn how to release those frustrations, open your heart back up to the passions, and allow that to really flow. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. And I am going to go on to the next person. Okay. So, and that was for the person in my private chat. Perfect. So let's go to Tim and then we'll go on to Miss Corey. Let's go on to Tim. Let's go on to Corey. Tim, I'm going to put your thing up here, dear. If I can. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I was going to try, but apparently it's not going to let me do that. So what I'm going to do, though, is this. I am going to put my website up in the chat, guys. Why? Because I can. Because I can. Because so many people go, oh my God, how do I find you? Now this is how I'm going to show you how we're going to find me. There we go. I'm going to put that up there just because it makes it a little bit easier for the future. Somebody wants to find me. So let's go on to you, Tim. It says, okay, I'll go. I love that. 11th grad child, a boy born this September 12th, a girl due January 13th, due around June, due January 13th, due around June. Is 13th a boy or girl? First 10 are girls. You're really going to ask me that, Tim? Are you really going to ask me? I'm hearing giggles. I'm hearing lots of giggles. Okay. It's really funny because I'm almost wondering if they are keeping this a secret from everybody. And I'm hearing a lot of giggles and I'm hearing we're wanting a boy, but I feel like it's going to be another girl. Darling. I really do feel like it's going to be a girl. But the funny thing is I just keep hearing giggles, 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 like right up in the end. Everybody's going, boy, boy, boy. And bingo, here we go, number lucky 13. I'm hearing you're also going to have to wait for 14 for the boy. Number 14 to be the boy. Oh my gosh, cards are just flipping out tonight, flipping out of my hands. And the card that flips out is laughter. It's laughter. Oh my gosh. You apparently were just the man made for daughters and granddaughters. That's all there is to it, just daughters. So go for number 14. See if you can get a boy with number 14 there, Tim. Okay. Let's go on to everything's so quiet in my head tonight. I don't even know why. Everything is just so unbelievably quiet in my head. Um, I got a new cup today. I've been wanting these. I don't drink wine, so I don't think there's wine in here, but it's a wine cooler. But I've been really wanting one, so I went and bought. Definitely not wine, but it's definitely cold. Um, Corey, Elise, we are at least you'll be after Diana. Miss Corey, if someone hasn't beat me to it, I would like a card. You got it, Miss Corey. You got it. I feel like my energy is down, and I don't know why. And I always feel like I'm like, loo, 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 and tonight I feel like my energy is just down. So, Miss Corey, let's pull a card for you, my dear. Let's pull a card for you. Okay. Higher ground, Corey, higher ground. Why are you blocking source? Why are you blocking spirit, darling? And why are you, you know what? Why are you getting so grounded that you can't get yourself higher? You know what I mean? This honestly feels a little bit different than when I was pulling the cards for the 1 through 5s. And I do feel like this is more about you trying to reach the stars, not quite getting that. I feel like you're trying to get information, a sign, a signal, something. I do feel like this is from the other side, though. I honestly feel like you might be trying to find a loved one or get a message. Something is what I'm hearing. And I feel like with this, you know what? It's about literally, kind of backing off a little bit and allowing this to just kind of come forward, allowing it to happen for yourself. Okay. So again, honey, ground yourself a little bit and then relax and allow yourself to float up and let that information come through. Also, about letting the fairies come through also for you, okay? Because I do believe you're probably getting a lot of messages out in nature, out in that aspect coming to you and taking that for what it needs to be for the loved ones. Because I keep hearing mom, mom, mom. And I do feel like I'm hearing her come through saying, I'm trying to get you, I'm trying to help, I'm trying to give you information. Okay. And the weird thing is I feel like she's got a big old 2x4 or ladle, like knocking you in the noggin type of thing, trying to get you to listen and trying to get to hear you, for you to hear her. And you're having a little bit of difficulty there, darling. So do me a favor and relax, relax, allow it to come through to you. When you see something, we'll take a breaker. Awesome, Tim. So when you see something occurring, allow it just to happen. Allow it to happen. When you see that, when you see that, gosh, okay, I know this is dumbfounded because I know you have horses, or at least you used to have horses. But anyway, I hope you understand. I'm seeing like a white paint coming at me. For some reason, I'm just seeing a white paint coming at me, and I feel like there's a message from mom in the white paint. Okay. Um, yes, it's her cane that she'd be using to knock you in the head. Well, look for the horse, darling. I don't know if you have a white paint or if there's a white paint around you, but I keep seeing a white paint coming at me, and I feel like there's a message with mom within that. But just know that she's just trying to come through to you, come at you. Okay. Um, I keep hearing there's beauty all around you. You're just not quite accepting that though. But there is beauty all around you. Okay. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that makes sense, my dear. You are so welcome. Okay, Miss Diana, I don't really need to know anything, so I will anything spirit wants to know, please. You got it, Miss Diana. I love it. 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 Oh my God, switch cards. Okay, I got it. Switch cards. We're going to the other cards for you, Miss Diana. And we will go from there. We will go from there. So let's pull a card for you. I almost feel like I need to have some sort of music in the background. Do, 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 do. Oh my God, it's so quiet, guys. You guys need to get the rattling in my head going. Oh my God, more cards falling out at me. Good God, I appreciate that. Ask and you shall receive. So, Diana, wandering path. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, wandering path, enjoying your journey, Diana. I know what the funny thing is I'll call in and sing for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I know I read for quite a few of you guys on different shows, and I quite honestly, I never remember reading to reading. I will tell you that right off the bat. But Diane, there's something about you and your path. It feels like, are you a little lost? Are you just kind of like, "Ooh, I don't know which direction to go with some things?" Because I love this. Because with you, it's weird. Because even though I'm seeing the wandering path, I'm really seeing the fox and the map and the whole. It came to Facebook, I love it. I'm seeing the whole fox with the I can't even think, with the map and the little thingy there. Oh my god, I can't think of it. The compass. And he's looking at me like, "What the hell is this crap? What the hell is this?" You know what I mean? That's what he's doing. And it makes me feel I think I'm finding awesome. I feel like when you're looking at this, it's you know what? The fox is gonna go on natural instincts. It's just gonna go on that intuitive knowing which way to what direction to go, okay? He's not gonna use a map, he's not gonna use a compass, he's not gonna stop and ask for directions. He's just gonna follow his intuition, and I feel like that's what you need to do at this point, and at this point in your life, at this point in your path, because clearly you're on the right path, you just don't realize you're on the right path. So keep following it and keep going down the direction you're going, and trust me, it's all gonna work out exactly where it needs to be, okay? And I'm wondering if you have an intuitive nature yourself, because I just heard intuitive nature. Go figure, right? But something with that that just kind of helps you in everyday life. So hopefully that helps, my dear. Elise, looking for a message from spirit guide. Feel like I'm going, not getting it. We never feel like that, do we, darling? We never feel like that. We never feel like that. And I don't even know why. Oh my God, how many decks are we gonna pull out tonight? How many decks are we gonna pull out? You are welcome. And yes, Jess, I will get to you in a minute. I will get to you in a second. Let me get back up to Miss Elise. I feel like I need to pull out the Raven cards. And I'll tell you what, I have not pulled out my Raven cards in a hot minute. I mean, when's the last time you guys seen them? When was the last time you guys seen the Raven cards? Probably forever because I love the Raven cards, but I have to go through all of these to make sure. Doo, doo, doo. This deck gives a lot of instructions on how to do this, how to do that, how to do the other thing. I love them, but it's a lot. Okay, I think I finally got down to the bare necessities of it for you, Miss Elise. Okay. Think I got done. Love Raven cards. Oh, well, that's why I figured I had to go to these for you, huh? I didn't know why. I'm like, I rarely pull these cards out because they're big, they're cumbersome, they're really big. But I'd still love the heck out of these things. I just love them. And Jess, I got you on you. I'm actually Jess Cat. I'm gonna get you off your YouTube one because that actually came through before your Facebook one. But you're gonna get it either way, okay, darling? And it's weird because Jess, yes, 3 times. Oh my God, I'll make sure I get to you. Don't worry, darling. I'll get there. As a matter of fact, I think you might be next, dear. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Love it. I love it. We got 12 people out there watching that I know of. There's probably more. Come on in, ask your questions. Keep me occupied and challenge me tonight, guys. Challenge me tonight. Okay, so many things are coming up in life, though, dears. So, Elise, it says transform one of your not evers. Do something that you said you would never do. Allow yourself this unusual and broadening experience. Bring back into your fold what you have separated yourself from. That's awesome. I'm going to tell you that right now. That is completely awesome. There is something in your life, darling, that you said never, ever, ever will I ever do that or could I ever do that? And this card is telling you, you can. You can. And it's time for you to start to realize that, darling. It is time for you to start to sit back and go, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? I can do this. There's nothing you cannot do. Uh, Thank you. It is so funny because it is showing me things that I did just the other, like Saturday. I did something Saturday or Sunday, sorry, not Saturday. I did something I have not done in years, and I would have told you I could never do it again at my age and blah, blah, blah. But I did a bunch of logging. Now we do cut firewood, but normally I just kind of bring it in from the house. I might stack it. And I thought, oh, that was the extent of what I would be able to do anymore. And instead I moved, they figured about 16, 17,000 pounds of wood. Now, these weren't like the small pieces. These were the huge chunks, picking them up, carrying them up a ramp and throw them into the dump truck. You know what I mean? Or the dump trailer. Go back and grab. And each one was, probably 75, 80 pounds, in the midst of it. And then I turned around and lugged it a second time out of the trailer, put it on the splitter, and when I'd go back and get another big chunk. These are all things that I thought I could never do again. I thought my body's too out of shape. I'm getting too old. My life isn't going to handle this. Granted, I'm feeling it for 2 days now, but These are things that I put on limits on myself. I put very much limits on myself, like I could not do this. So Elise, I'm going to tell you, you can do it. I'm also going to go a little bit further with you, and I feel like you need to make an action board. Now, this is different from a vision board. Vision boards are literally stuff where you put all your things on there, blah, blah, blah. An action board is kind of the same. It is kind of the same thing, but you're actually going to do these things. So you're going to go on, an 8 by 10 piece of paper or bigger, whatever you want, and you're going to find things that you are going to accomplish that you didn't think you could do. And you're going to put them on there. And you're going to quote them. I'm going to make so much money a month. I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to do that. I don't care if it's I'm going to travel the world. Put it on there. And then in your mind, make it happen. Okay? Realize there is no limits to what you can do or what you're able to do, and start kicking butt with those. Okay? Hopefully that helps, my darling. Hopefully that helps. So let's get back up to Jess. Let's get up to Jess, okay? Jess Cat, you can definitely have a reading, my dear. You can definitely have a reading. Beautiful. Oh, thank you, Miss Elise. Thank you. I appreciate that. I honestly have to say I love what I do. I talked to somebody yesterday, and I hadn't seen him since, gosh, they were young, probably, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago, something like that. And they just looked at me and they went, "You know what? You seem like you're just enjoying your life, like you're living your best life." I said, "I am. I am." You know what I mean? Because I'm finally in alignment with me. I'm doing my passion. I'm loving what I'm doing. I love being a helper to other people. It's rocking awesome. And I love the fact that every day I seem to get busier and busier and busier with everything within the whole world. Let's just say spirit. Let's just call it spirit, the world of spirit, whether I'm teaching or doing readings or working for Lisa or doing whatever it is I do. Oh, I love this work. And I love it. So, and I love the fact that I can pass it on through nights like tonight. So, let's pull a card for you, Miss Jess. Okay. And then you guys are going to have to start thinking or get some more people to come in and say hi, because I'm telling you what, I'm running out of things. I'm running out of people. So, rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life right now, Jess Cat. Oh my God, I love this card. God, this is one of my, can't say I don't have just one favorite card, but this is really one of my favorite cards, Jess Cat. Why? Because this really looks at it. They're there, they're all around you, but I don't think you're necessarily seeing those, okay? Because as you notice, the picture of this card is this person is inside the house looking out a window, okay? Rainbows aren't going to get to you if you're in the house. We may not notice the rainbows out there if we're in the house. You actually have to turn around, look out the window, or walk out the door to see the rainbow. So I'm going to tell you, they're everywhere. You may not be noticing them, you may not be seeing them, but trust me, the blessings are there, big and small. Okay. And I would honestly say that they are so close and around you and happening all the time. You just have to open up your mind and your heart to see in those. Okay. And I do feel like more are coming, because I feel like this is not just small blessings all around you, but I also feel like these are doorways, opportunities. Things are happening around you. I am going to tell you to unblock your ears, though, darling. Unblock your ears, which tells me unblock your gifts. Okay. So open up, realize that spirit is constantly talking to you. You can hear them. I know you can hear them, but I feel like you might doubt that sometimes. Okay. So I'm going to tell you to open up yours, allow it to come through, and allow some more opportunities to happen. Start saying yes. Start saying yes. Okay. So hopefully that helps, my dear. Hopefully that helps. Oh, thank you, Tim. I have a specific question, but I'd rather not type it here. Can you answer or pull a card and see what happens? I definitely can, darling. I definitely can. Um, We're going to pull a deck I never ever used, Tim, and I don't know why. I never ever ever use. Ever ever ever. I love this deck, but I never use it. And I don't know why I never use it, but I think I pulled it out once or twice ever. It's going to take a hot minute to put all this away, isn't it? Oh my gosh. So let's pull it specifically. You're welcome. Oh, definitely. Definitely, Jess. Definitely. You know what? I haven't seen her in forever. I haven't been with her in forever, forever, forever. But you know what? We'll be back together again. You know what? Matter of fact, Jess, Kelly and I are doing an online mediumship demonstration in December. In December, we're selling tickets to that one, though, guys. We're going to be selling tickets to that one. We're going to start kind of putting that one out there probably next month. You'll give it a few more weeks. Oh, Corey, say yes to it. Say yes. Sorry, say yes. I don't know. I'm going to answer this, Corey, because I seen you going to Florida or something like that, darling, but I'm not. I thought that was just in my head. I thought that might be just in my head, darling. So if you're still listening, I'm going to tell you to say yes, run with it, go with it, because I'm hearing you're going to have a blast, but I think what's going to happen is things are going to happen for you. Things are going to happen for you. So say yes. Take the trip. Go down there. Explains why I seen you going to Florida, dear. But I thought, I didn't know why I didn't. Honestly, oh, you're there. Hopefully you just heard everything, Corey. So this is what I'm going to tell you. It's a really big thing, guys, and you know what, as a medium or a psychic, it happens all the time. And this is something I teach people is say what you get all the time, no matter how frivolous, no matter how small, no matter whatever, give it. Okay. In this instance, I did not say what I was hearing in my head because I know Corey and I thought, oh, it's just my ego talking like sending her someplace. But in my head, I seen her going to Florida. I seen her going, but I thought, really, am I going to send her down there to see her friend? I thought really it was in my head an ego. So I'm going to tell you, darling, I don't know if that is an answer to you or what it is, but I heard Florida when you were on the first time when I pulled the card for you. Run with it, darling. Run with it. I feel like there's a lot of experiences there, a lot of experience. So go with it. Have fun, darling. Go with it and have fun. And yes, all your body parts will make it through it. Not a big deal. Part of the question was use a deck that's unique. There you go. Here's your unique deck, Tim. I never use it. The Sacred Force Oracle. I love this deck, but I never use it. Never, 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 as you can tell. So, Tim, Storm Spirit, Chaos. Chaos, 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 chaos. Okay. This just tells me there is a lot going on around you. A lot going on around you. There's chaos going all over the place. I don't know if you look in there, but you can see kind of like I always guess it's the other side. When I look at this, I kind of look at this as Zeus. Zeus putting his storm bolt out to get attention and throwing chaos all over the place. Okay. Um, at this point, I think it's going to have to kind of, go through its wrath. The storm is going to have to go through. It's just going to have to finish doing what it's doing before cleanup can happen. Okay. Because I do feel like it's all around you. I don't know what's going on. But I just feel like everything is all around you. Everything is kind of like, I don't know which way to go. I don't know what to do. I don't know which direction to go. I don't know what to listen to, what not to listen to. And I just feel like you might be feeling like so much is coming in all at once, kind of like a lightning storm within yourself. You know what I mean? So I feel like you just kind of got to let the storm itself go through. You need to let the rain settle and then allow yourself to walk out after the storm and then to kind of recoup what is still there because whatever's not supposed to be there is going to wash itself away. And then you can pick up what is still remaining. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense with that. But Tim, I also wanted to pull one of these cards for you. So it is those Beyond Luminaire cards. Yes, I'm going on deck number 5, guys. Deck number 5. Okay. And go from there. Beautiful. So awakened awareness. Okay, let's look at the pretty amazing card there. So there are many levels of awakening. Keep learning and putting yourself into situations where you can grow. Stay aligned with your inner guidance and do what you love to keep your vibe high. Seek not instant pleasure, but substantial and sustainable joy. Eat healthy, keep your body active, and have life goals, but with enough space to hear the answers to your prayers. Find your unique way to connect to the divine inside you, not as an external seeking, but as a receptive allowing. Be inspired to see the question at hand with a different perspective. Look between the lines for a deeper interpretation. Okay. And I do feel like Good evening, Miss Jamie. Feel free to ask a question, darling. Gosh, my eyeball itches. So, Tim, I really do feel like this is coming together. So the storm within yourself, like I was seeing it, a lot going on, a lot all over the place happening. When I sit with that card, I also know I'm getting almost frustrated in myself, not knowing which way to go, not knowing what to listen to, what to hear, what to not hear. Like, oh my gosh, it's all over the place. And I do feel like just sitting back, relaxing, allowing things to happen is going to be really your best course. Um, but I don't want you to forget the awakening, the awareness, because I think this is huge with everything they said. And I do really feel like they both meld together, okay? Because I do feel as if a lot of things you're doing in your life, I feel like you're starting to walk in a spiritual lived life. So when I say like I walk with spirit, I live very much a spirit filled life. I tried to be positive. So it's more than just being positive. It's seeing the beauty in things. It's taking the moments to see it all, to clear my mind, to really allow life to just happen on so many levels. But it's not easy to get to that point. And I feel like you're right at that cusp of falling right into it and going, okay, here we go. Here we go. And see what's happening. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense, Tim. And hopefully that answers your question. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. If not, ask a different question. I don't know. I don't know. Miss Jamie, do you want me to pull a card for you, darling? I just heard God, no, it's not going to, Jamie. God, no. No, life is not going to finally slow down. It's going to speed up. And it's like I can't even take a breath. I'm saying the first card didn't situate, the second card answers perfectly the same message from my mom. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Tim. Um, Honestly, it's like as soon as I read the question, I'm pushing in on my stomach, Jamie. I'm pushing in my stomach like I can't even catch my breath. Life is going to start going faster and faster and faster. And I think it's because you can. For some reason, I feel like, you know what, you've been kind of put in, well, darn it. Some ways I feel, Jamie, that you've been kind of put into this whole, like, this tunnel, this avenue of, but it really keeps you from being able to do things completely and totally being able to do things. Okay. So I feel like when you're done with the medical, like when you finally came through it all, now you get to start living your life. You get to start to push on and push through and see how amazing things could be. Okay. So I don't think life is going to slow down. I think it's going to speed up just because it can. But on that note, I feel like it's going to be less stressful, and so that you can laugh and giggle and have fun with it, okay? Which is gonna be the big difference. Which is gonna be the big, big difference there. So let's pull a card on that also, Jamie, and see what we got going. Guys, I need to get a new chair. I'm gonna have to do a GoFundMe for a new chair because these things are expensive. Choose your path. All is possible, Jamie. Oh, I like that. I like that. So when you get through the health, what you gonna do next, kind of thing, Again, I feel like it's honestly a great thing. I have big plans, but dang it, I like to breathe sometimes. Exactly. But I do like this because I do feel like this card is actually resonating with everything I was just saying. Because quite honestly, when you look at this, you know what? When you've been kind of stifled by medical issues, you got limitations. You got nothing but limitations. And this card is saying once you get all this behind you, it's like, booyah, I can do whatever I want and I can go wherever I want. And I feel like that's what's going to be the difference, is it is going to be. And I'm hearing next year, next year, next year. So I don't know how far out you feel like you are, but I feel like by spring, I feel like you'll have your running shoes on by spring and be able to just kind of go wherever you want to. Okay. Hopefully that helps, my dear. Hopefully that helps. All laughing at me, kind of. That's funny. That is funny. Is anybody else? Now, y'all know if you do want to get me on a regular reading, a full reading, half hour, you can go to my website. Feel free to go there. You can book a reading with me. I have lots of time open, believe it or not. I don't have a big schedule for readings, but I do love to do it. If my schedule does not work with you, please do me a favor and PM me because I can usually fit them in different areas for you. I do have some events. Oh my God, I've got a mess of cards everywhere. Oh my God, they're everywhere. I'm going to bring up my schedule for you guys so you know where I'm going to be because, quite honestly, I haven't been on the road for a little while. I've not been on the road for a little while. So I want to tell you where I'm going to be coming up soon so everybody's got a better idea. I got messes everywhere. I can't handle messes, guys. I don't know if I ever told you this or not. I can't handle messes around me. I don't like messes around me. Um, I'm really anal, retentive that way. So I'm putting some things away. It's not that I can't bring them back out. I'm just putting them away for a second so I can get to my schedule, so I can tell you guys everything that I'm doing and where I'm going, where you can find me, because life is going to start getting really busy very, very soon. Life is going to start getting busy very, very soon. And I will be back on the road. And it's really weird because normally Halloween, this month is really, really busy for me. And the grace of a good God kept me home, which I'm good with. But now we're going to start going out and about again. Okay. So I am home this weekend, but next weekend, oh my gosh, I am in Eagan, Minnesota at the Para Unity. And that is at 1501 Center Parkway in Eagan, Minnesota. We will be there. I will be there Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Oh, hold on. We'll tell you we're going to be closer to DeKalb, honey. So, but that is October 29th and 30th. That is where I'm going to be that weekend. Now going into November 6th, I am at, get this, Jamie, DeKalb, Illinois. Ask and you shall receive, darling. Ask and you shall receive. So November 6th, I am in DeKalb, Illinois at the Afterlife Paranormal Conference, and that is at Atgold Hall. It's at 116 Atgold Hall, Altgeld. I can't pronounce anything. ALTGELD Hall in DeKalb, Illinois, and that's November 6th. Going past that, the weekend after that, we are going further into November. The 12th of November, I will be in Baraboo, Wisconsin, and that's at the Clarion Hotel. Going there for Soul and Synergy. And on the 13th, I will be over in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, over by Northport, Washington in Milwaukee. And that is at an event at the Holiday Inn over there. And then further on, let's go into November 19th and 20th. You can find me in the Quad Cities down in Illinois, which is another amazing event. And then honestly, I take the weekend after that off. But honestly, guys, November is very, very full. Looks like if all plans go well, I will be hitting it into Florida, even into December, and seeing where else we can go and what else we can do. So that's where you're going to be able to find me for the next week or the next month, next online event. Okay, let's go on to the next online event. The next one, honestly, Tim, I have scheduled is Sunday the 18th. It'll be Kelly and I doing mediumship demonstrations. It'll be mediumship for the most part. I am going to be scheduling one prior to that, probably somewhat time in November with myself, doing just mediumship with myself. I will find a date and then let you guys know when exactly that's going to be. But that will be just straight up mediumship. Those will be sellable tickets. So guys, I'll try to keep it inexpensive because of the holidays. But where I'll keep it, and I'll bring in 10 or 20 people, whoever wants to buy the tickets, and we'll go from there. So let's do one in November with myself. I'll let you know a date that will be coming up. And then I'm doing the one with Kelly Brickle again, December 18th. And that's an afternoon. It's a Sunday afternoon one at 3 p.m. So, and that's actually a pretty cool one. So you'll be there. I love it. So that's with all of that, guys. That's with all of that. I got to get to the right day. I need to really just kind of give up and go straight to online calendar because I'm sucking at this. So guys, let's pull a card for the end of today, the end of the session. Just because, you know what, I don't think we're quite to that point where everybody's coming in to say hi again. But we'll pull a card just to say goodbye for everybody. One of these times I'm going to bring out the fairy cards. What do you guys think? Bringing out the fairy cards, saying hi with the fairy cards. Another deck I never ever use, rarely ever use. Oh, thank you, Miss Elise. Thank you. So let's pull a card, just one of the Beyond Lumira cards, so that I can just say kind of like, oh, do you want me to pull a card for you, Deidre? I'm not pulling fairy cards tonight, but do you want me to pull a card for you tonight, Miss Deidre? I'm going to do it anyway because you showed up. Deidre. I'm hearing Lisa cards for you. Sure, if I'd like to. Oh my God, everything's going beep, 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 beep. I'm hearing Lisa cards for you, Miss Deidre. Sure, if you'd like to. I always like to, my dear. I always, oh, wow. All of a sudden, my hands got really light. Everything feels just, God, everything's coming into place for you, Miss Deidre. Everything's coming into place for you. I just feel like I'm going, ah, like the world is coming together and you don't even know it. These cards are so light and airy in my hands. It's like I can't even feel them. It's amazing. Which just makes me feel like everything is starting to come together. Even if you feel like it's all falling apart, it really is just kind of coming together. So work, focus, passion, diligence, success, teamwork, finance. I love this. So work, which tells me everything's come together with your personal business, not your 9-to-5 job, darling, but with your personal business. I love this card because when you're looking at this, it's a lot of worker bees, but you know what? They're happy. The hands are outstretched. The bees are going off. They're coming back. Everything is, working exactly how it's supposed to be. Perfect teamwork, perfect in the universe, okay? For all those people that don't like bees, trust me, they are really the perfect workers, okay? Because they only take what they need. They give so much more back. They're happy to serve one person and they just keep going, okay? So Deidre, I think, you know what, this card is just saying remain focused. Keep with your passion. Keep doing that giving that you love to do. And trust me, darling, trust me when I tell you, keep going because you're going to be great at this. Life is opening up. Life is opening up, hon. Okay? Hopefully that helps you, Miss Deidre. Hopefully that helps you. Okay. Let's put the Lisa cards back. Let's pull one card from Lumeras for everybody as we say fondue. No, fondue sounds really good. Fondue sounds really good. Probably not going to have it tonight, but it sounds amazing. Okay, for everybody. Oh my God, gorgeous picture. It is a heart chakra. This card taps into the blissful oneness we feel as we drop our edges and protective containers. This is a place where we feel held and seen, even to flow into oneness, where the internal part of me meets the internal part of you. This is selfless state where our higher selves commune for illuminating perspective on how we share, gift, and lift others in our joyful overflow. Consider your life purpose by exploring what allows you to give in joy. You know what? I couldn't say it better because I will tell you what, so many people think that our life purpose is, kind of like a selfish type of thing in here. And it really isn't, because we really are on this earth to help each other, to spread love, to spread joy. And I know it's a hippie kind of way of doing it, but really, honestly, guys, we fulfill ourselves when we help others be fulfilled. It really is exactly how it works. And I will tell you what, the best readings I ever do are the ones that I know I helped somebody. I know I touched them. I know I made a difference. Okay? Whether it's mediumship or psychic. But bringing somebody else joy is truly, truly the highest compliment we can get and the highest thing we can do. So find your path by looking within yourself to see what gives you the most joy. Sometimes give somebody else the most joy also. Okay? So hopefully that helps, guys. For some reason, I feel the need to ask if anybody's ever received a reading for me. If you really enjoyed that reading, please do me a favor and go to Google, leave me a review. I'd really appreciate that. Just to kind of get Google to say, hey, here she is, guys. Here she is. Okay. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna love and leave you, and I'll see you next week, next Tuesday, even at 6 p.m. here with Unfiltered with DeEtte Ranae here on WLTK-DB.com. See you in a week.
The truth is here and now on WLTK-DB Talk Radio at WLTK-DB.com.